Okay. This is
Our
topic number 6 or show number 6.
6.
And-
Is our douchebag.
And this time we're going to talk about how nowadays parents are really sheltering their kids.
Like, seriously.
It's not good for the kids. And the school that I went to, nobody ever lost. And that's going to screw up the kids so much.
I hear that for Brookwood.
Yeah. And I mean, kids need to learn to lose and disappointment
To
if they
win.
never lose as a kid. And when they're off in the world by themselves and they, lose something or they get mugged or something, how are they going to deal with it?
Dude, sneeze coming on. Okay. No, but seriously, you parents who don't even want your kids to know that guns are real.
I know, really.
What happens when they're face to face with one? Because in
Yeah.
every person's life, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Some way or another, you are gonna be face to face with a gun at one point in your life.
Not all people.
Well, yeah, but people who
Not accountants.
have to ask what price it is are gonna have a gun pointed to them. People who don't have to ask what price it is / really rich people aren't probably gonna have a gun to them.
Yeah.
Unless some punk thinks he can run off on a rich person and rob them. Bad idea.
Okay, so, I mean, the parents need to let their kids know about, STDs and condoms and shit, because if they don't,
It's gonna happen.
how are they gonna have sex?
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And you parents who are afraid to give your kids the talk,
Oh, God.
your kids are gonna be in that situation and be like, so what do I do?
I know.
Where do I put this? I don't know. My parents never told me.
I know, really. I mean, your kids, you may think you're helping your kids, oh, I'm not gonna hurt his self-esteem. I mean, you may have a self-esteem for a while, big self-esteem for a while, but as soon as he gets put down, it's always gonna go away because he's never had disappointment in his life.
And by the way, giving your kids a huge self-esteem is gonna make them cocky and gonna make them egomaniacs and
Yeah.
gonna make them hated.
Yeah, it's not gonna help him. in life.
You're screwing up your kids, not helping.
I know.
Come on, people.
And parents with fat kids, I mean, it's okay to not be a stick, but it's not okay to have your kids weigh 250 pounds.
I know there's a limit. If you're a parent who's yelling at your kid for being that fat, but they're not that fat,
Yeah.
loosen up.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, especially if your kid is, still not had a growth spurt or spurt or anything. I mean, it's gonna change.
Guess what?
What?
Spurt sounds like sperm.
Proud of you, Amy. I'm proud of you. Okay.
But listen, you parent, if you don't let your kids watch our talk show, which is definitely gonna happen, when it becomes famous like iCarly, don't even start. Look, if you don't let your kids watch stuff like this just because it has swears and naughty words, what is words ever to anybody?
I know, really. I mean, you don't want your kids swearing around like crazy every 10 minutes or 10 seconds. I mean,
Fuck that
but,
shit. I like that shit.
But you can't not let them know what swears are because they're gonna get screwed over in life.
I know,
So
right?
much.
God, if you're the kid who doesn't swear at school, you're the kid who's an outcast at school. I'm sorry, but it's just the way kids are.
I know. I mean, I think violence and crap like that, I mean, it's not the best stuff.
It's gonna happen.
It's not the best stuff, but it's gonna happen to your kid, and you can't just shelter him from it.
By the way, can I say something about American values? Why is it on TV you can't swear, but you can show as much violence
I know, really.
as you goddamn want?
I mean, our words not worse are violence not as bad as words?
Can you load a gun up with words and then shoot?
I know, really.
I should try that.
Oh, God.
I could write them down on a piece of paper and put them in a clip. Fuck.
It's like,
Dude,
oh,
that'd
that
be
only went 2
sick.
feet. Crap.
But for
This
real,
isn't working. Yeah, but I mean, parents, let your kids, don't completely, let your kids do whatever the hell they want, but you can't get sheltered
Whoopsie.
forever.
Give them some freedom. Press the space bar, dude. Yeah, give them some freedom. Sorry about that. Technical error.
Technical error. Give them some freedom, but don't let them just do whatever the hell they want, because they do need some help. But after a certain point, you do have to let them go and let them do what they want.
If kids like a certain type of music and you don't want them to listen to it, screw you.
I know, really.
Like, if they like the music, let them listen to it. What's music done to anybody, by the
Yeah.
way?
Yeah, really. I mean, and also these rappers, they can't just be like, if they've never experienced any of this stuff, they can't just be talking about it because they
Yeah.
don't know what they're inflicting on
It
some of
happens.
these kids.
And by the way, when Don Imus came up in like Virginia Tech, can I ask a question? How did rap get blamed for all that?
I know, right? The Columbine shooting, Marilyn Manson got blamed because the kids who did the whole shooting thing, because they listened to Marilyn Manson. And then he was blamed for the whole thing.
You guys really need to grow up.
I know.
Like, how? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like, for
I mean,
real.
just step back and look at the world. How is your kid gonna help it? How are you gonna help it? You have to look at the world, not for you, not for your children.
And by the way, all you missionaries, I don't know if this is random or not, I don't really care. All you missionaries who are forcing your religion on other people,
Don't ever force anything on anybody.
like, seriously, forcing religion on somebody and you say you're helping,
I know, really.
you don't make sense.
I mean, how do you know you're even right? How do you know even if anybody's right? I mean, you cannot give them the option of being able to take in that religion if they think it's like a righteous thing. But if they don't like it, you don't force it on. Give them the option, the open option.
What's righteous mean?
Big word, Ian. Okay, so we're gonna stop it for now, but
Seriously.
think about what we said, honestly.
You guys need some time to think.
I love your
Some time
singing,
to
Ian,
think.
but I'm gonna
Some
cut you
time to
off.
think.